Okay guys, I have here with me another final year student, my own friend, and I want her to introduce herself. Her name alone is Okay, please introduce yourself.
Please, I'm Rechka Ekua Sharpstone.
Rechka Ekua Sharpstone. Wow, yes, what's her name? Okay, Rechka, what program are you reading here?
English language.
English language.
Yeah.
Okay, and please, where did you have your internship program?
Tanoso Anglican Basic. It's located at Tanoso.
So it's here in Kumasi, around campus
yes,
here.
Please.
Okay, what were you teaching?
I was teaching English language, specifically reading comprehension. I was asked to teach just one aspect of the English.
Okay, please, it was a primary class.
No, JHS.
JHS.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay, Rechka, have you taught before?
Oh no, I haven't taught before.
And what about the pre-internship?
Yeah, that was what I was about to say.
Oh, okay.
That was the first time I taught. But with the school setting, they haven't taught before. This was my first time.
So your first time going to class formally to teach?
Yeah.
Was the internship
program? Yes.
Okay. So Rechka, can you tell us your relationship with the students and the teachers at that school?
Okay, with the teachers, they were friendly. We were just like a family.
And the students?
And the students too. Some were stubborn and some were friendly, but in all, they were friendly. Yeah.
They were all friendly.
Yes.
Okay, and when you were first introduced to your class to teach, how was the feeling like? Were you like, some people were scared and others so?
Yeah, I was nervous.
Nervous?
Yeah, honestly, yes. I don't know if the children could sense it, but
some children are very stubborn.
Yeah, I was a bit shaky, but with time it became normal.
It became normal.
Yes.
And during your supervision, a lecturer will come from the university to supervise your teaching. How was it like?
Okay, for me, unfortunately, I didn't get a supervisor, so I joined others. And because
in other school or
no,
in other class?
I joined my other colleagues, those who had a supervisor. Okay. I joined them, and it wasn't the best experience.
Why?
Yeah, the woman seemed unfriendly.
Wow.
And she didn't really even get time for us, because she said she had so many supervisions to
just
do.
Around campus here.
She has so many supervisions, so she gave us I think 5 minutes
to do your
to teach. So, and I was nervous.
Even during your because of the madam's
because of how she was.
You were nervous. Okay, so did the students ever give you tough time in class?
They are stubborn. My students are very stubborn. Even though
now all students are stubborn.
Some can even come and touch your hair.
Hey!
Yes.
JHS?
Yes.
JHS students?
Yeah, some can come and touch your hair and tell you, madam, your hair is nice. So you can imagine the kind of students I had. They were stubborn. So I also developed a strategy. Like,
tell us.
I wasn't too
open.
I was friendly with them, but like when it gets to business, it's business.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it gets to teaching.
Yes, yeah. Maybe when it's teaching, it's teaching. So no friend.
Yes. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that was how I.
Okay. What was the students' perception about the subject you were teaching?
With reading comprehension, with reading, we were introduced to it from our primary school too.
But some students don't like reading. No?
They don't like reading.
It's
true. They will be disturbing, and they will intentionally, madam, I don't have the textbook. I don't have this. So I will just group them. If you don't have them, come and join someone who has.
Oh wow, my madam,
so that I will get all of them to participate and not to disturb those who are studying here. So that was.
Okay,
I did,
and I think it was a very nice experience. Yeah. Okay, Ekua, can you give the continuous students who are yet to go out for their internship program a little advice?
Okay, what I will tell them is internship is not a big deal. Like, so when they go there, they should be friendly with the students, because if you are not friendly with them, they will give you the tough time. So you should be friendly with everyone, and I believe.
Okay, so when you go out there, be friendly with the students and with the staff.
And the staff, yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, guys, I have here with me my own friend Akosia Papikoj. I'm going to introduce her. Akosia Penaman. Okay, she's also on Instagram. You can follow her on Instagram and also on Twitter. Twitter influencer, papa. Okay, Akosia, what program are you reading here?
Accounting education.
Accounting education. Okay, Akosia, where did you have your internship program?
Kumasi Senior High Technical
Kumasi Senior High Technical School.
Yes.
And where exactly is it located?
It's located at Patasi.
Patasi.
Yeah.
Okay, what subjects were you teaching?
I was teaching financial accounting.
My financial accounting, madam, papa. Okay, Akosia, have you taught before?
Oh, no.
No.
I've never taught.
That was your first
Yeah,
time?
my first
How was it when you were first introduced to a business student class to go and teach?
Oh, I was shy for the first time.
Oh, Akosia.
Since it was my first time. And I was wondering if what I teach them, they will be able to grab the concept.
Okay, that was your perception.
Yeah, that
with the
was
student?
my perception.
Madam, you don't respect her.
Small madam.
Okay, so what was your relationship with the students and the teachers?
Oh,
in that
my
school?
relationship with the students were okay. They were friendly too. The teachers too. Some of them were friendly. And as usual, you get some that wouldn't like be free with you.
Oh, okay.
So, on the average, they were all friendly.
They were all friendly.
Yeah.
Okay, and what was the students' perception about the subjects you were teaching, like
Oh,
financial
okay.
accounting?
For my students, they really liked the subject.
They really liked the stuff. Is it because the way you were teaching it, or
Maybe.
maybe?
And
it
a
could
few
be.
of them too, like they were forced to do accounting in SHS.
Yeah, okay, yeah, some of them were forced.
Yes, to do business in SHS.
Okay.
But most of them, they really liked financial accounting.
Okay, and please, during your supervision period, when your supervisor came to the school, or when he called you, or maybe he called or he didn't call, how was it like?
Okay, for my supervisor, she called one person.
How many supervisors do you have?
Two.
Okay.
So the first one called one of our mates to inform us that she'll be coming on Monday, so we should prepare.
So when your supervisor was in the class, like
It was normal.
It was normal.
Yeah, since always when I was teaching, my mentor was around, so
Oh, okay.
I assume as my supervisor was my mentor.
Okay, I hope you didn't get a tough time from a student.
Oh,
Nobody,
not
no
really.
student, not
Even
really.
though they were stubborn, but
I guess her students were stubborn, but
I didn't get that tough time.
oh,
Yeah.
okay, nice. Please, this is Akosia, and Akosia, thanks for your time. Thank you
Thanks
so
for
much.
having me.
Hey guys, I have here with me SCB chairman, former SCB chairman, UEW-K, Counsel president, immediate past the whole Counsel president and SCB chairman here. I want him to introduce himself. Please, let's go.
All right, here I am Samuel Kwame.
Samuel Kwame,
Yes.
so
Reading accounting in education.
Okay, reading accounting and education. Please, you're talking about internship experience. So you want to know the school you had your internship with?
Okay, I had my internship at Ajuso Secondary Technical School.
Joseph
Yes.
Secondary Tech. Okay, the name already depicts the school. So now, what subject were you teaching?
I had the opportunity to teach cost accounting. Initially, I wanted to teach financial accounting, but I think when we met our mentor for the first time, he gave us an assignment to have the list of all the mentees, and that was an opportunity for me as a student leader to showcase my ability as a leader, and I think I did it and with details of all students, and especially those at my department. So right from that, the mentor decided to choose me, so I later taught cost accounting.
So you went there for financial, but you taught cost accounting.
Yes.
Okay, I have to ask this question. Have you taught before?
Oh yes.
It's a normal thing for
Yes.
and I see the chairman standing in front of people every day. It's a normal thing.
Yes.
You've taught before.
After SHS, I had the opportunity to teach for a period of 4 years
Wow.
before coming to school. So
Wow.
for classroom experience, I've been exposed, and I believe that also helped.
Okay,
during
so
the
that one was JHS or still SHS?
Yes, it was a basic level. Yes,
basic
JHS, and at a point, I had the opportunity to teach at the JHS also.
So your first time going to teach at the SHS level?
Yes.
So Ejoso,
Yes.
the internship program. So how was it like?
It's
a normal thing now.
But it's a learning process. I see it as a process where you need to prepare, you need to deliver your best, and I believe that it has prepared me. Most of the things I did before coming to school, before having this program, I thought it was, but I realized that from the theory you have received and the classroom experience at the SHS level was quite different. And looking at the internship not only being limited to the classroom, our involvement in the co-curricular activities also also helped us. So we've gained a lot of experience serving or teaching.
Wow, and how was your relationship with the students and the teachers and the staff?
All right, for me as an individual, I was looking at an opportunity to influence the student beyond the classroom.
Wow.
So it wasn't more of go to the class, teach, give an assignment, and come back to the class the other time. I served in the chaplaincy at a point. I also served as a counselor to most of the students, guiding them to a point where career choices and the programs they would have to offer at the tertiary level. So
a counselor. Okay, so how was it when your supervisor came in to supervise and assess you?
Okay, for me, I was privileged to have my supervisors come in.
There were two?
Yes. So we had a teaching in a class, and I think they enjoyed the class.
Okay, so did the students ever give you some time in class?
Well, for teaching in class, there were never an opportunity like that. I made sure that the classroom is always disciplined, and make sure that I manage the class very well. The only time I could recall, and that's a funny one, when the supervisors came and we wanted to teach, that is teaching for marks,
Yeah,
that was the point.
Teaching for money.
That was the point that the students were on break and they wanted to go for lunch or so, and that was the point where it got to my turn and they wanted to forgo my section and go out and eat, and we had to beg them and all that, and I promised them I temptating, and at the point they were all cooled down and we enjoyed the class.
Okay, that's nice. And what was the students' perception about cost accounting?
Well, it wasn't about cost accounting in particular. They had a perception about accounting, for that matter, business. Even though most of them had the opportunity to do business, but they did not really understand the career patterns. Right from SHS, some even asked me that after doing business, can you become a nurse? Amazing. Can you become a doctor? So I think they enjoyed the class, though, but I believe that for them to have a lot of help, we have to focus on career guidance so that they can make right choices before getting to the secondary school.
Oh wow, that's nice. So Mr. Kwame Samuel Otsu, I want you to give the continuous students who are yet to go for the internship program a little advice they can take it and put it inside their pocket, so when they go there they don't find it themselves difficult.
Alright, I would want to advise all prospective mentees or students on internship that internship is an opportunity for you to learn. It is an opportunity for you to excel and network with leaders, with teachers, and with even colleague mentees from other institutions. Let us not focus on the marks, let us focus on the influence and the impact. And I believe that once you do your best, the Lord will add the rest.
Okay guys, we are still on campus, session for final year students to have a little chat with them. So guys, yeah, like I've seen another final year students here. I would like to interview. Wow, I have another final year student here. Miss, please can you introduce yourself?
I am Efyakimora, but I can choose to call me Beauty Blanks.
Beauty Blanks. Beauty Blanks, what program are you reading here?
I'm a student of English.
A student of English, okay. We are talking about internship experience. So we want to know where you had your internship.
I had my internship at
KSCS. Okay, nice. Before going for the internship program, have you taught before or got a chance to teach during the pre-internship program?
Oh, actually, when I completed SHS, I taught for about 2 years, but that was in the KG and the nursery.
Okay, that was a preschool.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so you said you got a chance to teach, but that was the preschool.
Yeah.
So how was it when you were first introduced to the senior high school class to go and teach? Okay, what subject were you teaching anyway?
English language.
English language. Okay, so how was it when you were first introduced to it?
Oh, actually, it was normal during my internship program because I had my attachment there as well. before I went to do my internship. Yeah, so I was familiar with the environment, with the students, with the teachers.
So you already had a relationship with the students and the teachers before even going there?
I went there, sure.
Okay. How was it when your supervisor came around? How many supervisors did you have? Two supervisors.
Sure.
And how was it like?
Oh, as I said earlier, because I've had the opportunity to teach before during my industrial attachment.
By this one, the supervisor is there
Yes.
to assess you, all your teaching skills and stuff.
Well, I felt normal. Sure.
Okay, so it was normal.
Because
for you.
I was so familiar with the school, with the teachers, with the students, it was normal for me.
It was normal for
Because it wasn't my first time meeting them. You know, normally when you see new people and you're not familiar with them, that is when you get shiver, feel shy, nervous, and pressure and stuff. But because I knew them already, I didn't feel shy. I wasn't timid.
Oh, okay, nice. Okay, did the students ever give you tough time in class? Although you know them already, but some students are stubborn. Nowadays, students are very stubborn.
Oh, after that one, it's everywhere. Sure. Even in university, you can still have some bad students, stubborn as well.
Okay, and also the subject you taught financial accounting.
No, I'm a student of English.
No, oh yeah, student of English.
Sure.
So you were teaching in
English
What
language.
was the students' perception about the subject?
You know, English is a core subject.
Yeah,
And
everybody does.
yeah, everybody does it. So most of the times, the students feel like English is very difficult because it's a core subject. And when you don't do well, you can't continue your education or something. So they had the perception that it is difficult. But when I went to do my internship, I made them understand or understood that no, English is not difficult.
Wow, my madam.
But if you study well, you can pass and pass well. Sure.
Okay, thank you. Beauty. Okay, I want you to give the little tips about internship.
Okay. If you say internship is just a normal thing. It's nothing new. And God being so good, you get the chance to do your pre-internship before you do the internship. So it's just the same thing as you do during your pre-internship. So when you go, just relax. You do your lesson plan. Everything. Make sure that you, the teacher, you are ahead of your students, so that you don't go and disgrace yourself.
Okay, beauty says just relax, prepare your lesson plan, and be ahead of the students. So thank you. Next.
My name is Kumbaho F. Osman. I'm coming from the northern region of Ghana, and I am a final year student, BSc Management Education.
Oh, well, that's nice. Okay, we are talking about the internship experience. We want to know your internship experience. Before we start, we want to know the school you had your internship.
Oh, very nice. I had my internship at Tumu Senior High Technical.
Tumu Senior High Technical. Where is it located?
It's located in the Sisala East Municipality and the Upper West region.
Oh, wow. So what subject were you teaching?
I was teaching business management.
Business management.
Yes.
Okay, before going out to teach, did you ever teach or have you had experience to teach before?
No, before I went for the internship program, I've not had any formal teaching experience or non-formal teaching experience.
So you weren't
before.
able to do your pre-internship program because of the coronavirus, or you had your
Sorry, is that not the industrial attachment?
No, the pre-internship before going out for the post-internship.
Yeah, some of us, we did it on the video basis. We never had the classroom setting.
So you've never taught before?
I've never taught before.
Okay, Osman, you've
moving
never taught before. So how was it when you were first introduced to students to teach?
You see, when we went for the internship program, we were taken through an orientation.
Wow.
Yes, and that orientation was meant to
At your school?
Yes, at where I was supposed to do that internship.
Oh, wow.
We were taken through an orientation program, and that orientation program is to serve as introduction. They are supposed to, it's meant to predispose us to some of the things that we'll be facing our students were teachers before. And then after the induction program, orientation program, we were made to observe for 2 weeks.
Oh, okay. You observe your mentor?
Yes, to observe my mentor for 2 weeks. But that is the standard. But I have not observed for the said 2 weeks because the person that is mentoring me was my class 6 teacher. She taught me in P6.
So now you're teaching your teacher.
Yeah, she taught me in P6 and I went there as a mentee.
So when you took over, the first time you went to class, how was it?
As someone who is new in the classroom, I've never had any teaching experience. From my first time, I was a little bit tense up because that was my first time of standing before students to teach.
Is it a mixed school or single sex?
Oh, it's a mixed school. It's a mixed school, yeah. It's a mixed school. So I was a little bit tense because that was my first experience that I had. But the second meeting, everything was okay because I'm familiar with CRA because of my association with the university community and other stuff.
Okay, that's really nice. And okay, we want you to tell us, I want you to tell us a little bit experience during your supervision, when your supervisor came to the school to supervise and assess you. How was it like when your supervisor came? Okay. How many supervisors did you have?
We have 2 supervisors that supervise me simultaneously.
The same time, the same lesson?
Yes, the same time, the same lesson. The interesting thing is that when I went there, my mentor was teaching the final year students, Business 3A and Business 3B. And I was also teaching those 2 classes. But when my supervisors came, 2 of them came, a woman and then a man. A colleague of mine who is also doing management was also assigned to our head of department who teaches the Form 2s.
Okay.
So that my colleague, my co-mentee was teaching the Form 2s whilst I was teaching the final year students. So when the supervisors came and they said because of time frame, they wouldn't be able to assess us on our various classes that we were teaching. So they said because I am teaching the final year students, I should be able to adjust to teach the Form 2s. So I was rather made to come and do team teaching with that of my co-mentee who teaches the second year student. And he prepared to teach them on communication, but actually the lesson I prepared on to be taught was on industrial labor.
Oh, wow.
Yes, but that my co-mentee who teaches the Form 2 was to teach them the topic by communication. So I was brought to teach alongside with my co-mentee who has prepared to teach on the communication, though I have not prepared, but wow. They said we should do that.
So you weren't prepared for that lesson?
Yes.
Oh, that's nice.
Even that was my first time of seeing those students, and actually that was.
Okay, I want to know your students' perception about the subject you were teaching.
You see, when I went there, I found out that most of the students are perceiving business management to be a subject that is not all that difficult. But with the new knowledge and dynamics that I've sent there as a university student, they saw to it that the perception or some of the perception they were having about the subject, they were wrong anyway, because they felt the subject was not difficult and it could easily be passed. But they got to realize that I made them to understand that it is not like that, not until you want actually sit down to study it. You see like that, but at the end your grade will not be all that.
Okay, I hope no student gave you tough time in class.
No student gave me tough time though, but there's an experience I've had in that school. Before we left, there were some final year students who stole ducks.
Oh wow.
Yes, they stole ducks. 3 of them. The school was actually fenced, but they scaled the wall and stole those ducks, and they were apprehended.
Wow.
And that was during the night. That was something I saw, and it facilitated.
Okay,
me.
just give the continuous student one advice before they go out for their internship. One advice.
Okay. You see, with the current trend of issues, we having the perception that the students are not good, and for that matter, anything can happen. It's not like that. There are some of them who are actually very good. So I'll advise my upcoming juniors that before they should go in for that internship program, they should be well prepared. They should take their studies serious, and they should make sure before they go in to teach, they should prepare in advance before going in to avoid any.
So prepare in advance before you go in for your internship program. Thank you, Osman Kumbo. Thank you, Osman. Thank you for your time. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Share to your friends and loved ones. Until meet again in my next video, it's a girl, Efyakimora. I love you. Bye bye.